All right, everybody, I'm Christian. We're back to the Supercharged Supra again. I'm going to go over just a few things. I haven't yet messed with any of the front suspension yet, other than just painting these brackets here, and that's about it. We're going to order some more parts on the front suspension before we do the coilovers and everything else. If we're doing a wide body kit and everything, we need to do an angle kit and everything else. So I just went ahead and started doing the back coilovers, got them started. So I'm going to show you the back one here in a little bit. But as far as the supercharger goes, I haven't hooked it up with the belt yet. I still got to step up the stock injectors to the 550 injectors. I'm running, you know, I think it's 440, something like that on the stock ones. But and I still got to get the longer throttle cable. So like I said, I haven't really messed a whole lot around with this. I was hoping you guys would maybe do a couple comments on where I should relocate this at. I got the airflow meter, new one. I'm getting ready to drill a hole right down in here and plumb it straight down, I think. Still kind of working on that, not really sure how to do that. I got to get the battery tray out down there and drill all the tack welds out, pull that thing out before I drill the hole anyway. But like I said, I'm still mocking all that up. I'm not sure if I'm hoping I don't have to take it out again, but if I do, I'll do a video on, like, you know, the bypass valve on it and everything else. The vacuum lines here. There is a bypass valve on these superchargers, since you don't, like, it's different from a turbo, or you don't have a blow-off valve and a wastegate. So there is a valve inside this M90 supercharger down in here, about right in there, and then that's hooked to a vacuum right here, and it goes up to this port right here by the throttle body, and then the other one runs, you can't really see it, but it's under this wiring right here, and that regulates the pressure inside the plenum. Lets that valve know when it needs to open and close. So that you know, like I said, that regulates the supercharger and stuff. So if you guys have any questions on that, just hit me up in the comments. But we still need to measure the belt size. I have not done that yet, but we'll be doing future videos on that, so you know, keep watching. But now we're going back over to the coilover. It's kind of hard to see, but we put that one in earlier. So this side over here, I've already broke the bolts loose. So hopefully this will come apart pretty easy. This is my first Supra, so it took a minute figuring everything out. If you watched any of my other videos, I got a 96 Impala too that I did another video on. Check that out. I'm more into the older muscle cars and stuff, and you know, I pointed out before, I got a 79 K5 Blazer sitting right there too. We're going to be doing videos later on, but that'll be further down the line. This is my first JDM kind of experience, and we're going to go ahead and break this bolt loose up in here. And like I said, I already have it loose. I'll go ahead and knock this thing out. I'm just putting this on and letting you guys know, another informational video. If anybody else interested in putting some coilovers on an MK3, this is the process you're going to be going through. So, and I've been on YouTube. There's not a lot of videos of anything for the MK3s. That main pin out on the bottom mess the threads up, so I'm pulling it out. There we go. Boom, there's that. Alright, and now, let me switch my, that was a 19 millimeter, by the way. I'm getting ready to switch to the 12 millimeter and go to the sway bar in the back. You want to loosen this sway bar, because if you don't drop this sway bar, you're not getting this strut out. It's going to drop down quite a bit. That's going to allow you to push down these control arms to get that strut out. And then we'll use a jack later. Okay, I lowered the jack back down. Pretty much just had to get that sway bar disconnected, because you can see the sway arm will move a lot freely then. Once you pull it, the sway bar bolts in the back out, that'll bounce like real easily, and then you can just slide that thing right out. So that's pretty much getting it out. Here's our new coilover, and I don't know if you can see from earlier up underneath there, that's what they look like. You do have to adjust these by just spinning them down like that, and there's a lot of spinning involved, but to make it easier to install, you want to leave it up like that, the way it came in the box, because it makes it a lot easier getting it in there. And once you get it in there, then you can adjust the ride height and everything by spinning it around and stuff. Just pretty much sliding it back up in there, but you need somebody on the inside to put the bolts on the top to hold it in place. So we're going to pause it for a second, and then when I come back, this will be up in there. All right. All right, we got the coilover in, and as you can see, the A-arm angle is pointing up right now, so we still need to adjust everything. It's all bolted in there though and tightened down, except for the sway bar. So now I still have the jack up underneath it holding all that up, so we can get everything bolted down. I'm getting ready to let that down, and I had to adjust the coilovers. Actually, I forgot. You gotta lower them down in order to get the sway bar hooked up. So once you get all the coilovers on, you want to go back and adjust your ride height, because right now the other side is pretty much sitting too high. I want to lower it down. You can't really tell right now because the wheel gap, you know, with it sitting up in the air like it is. But once I adjust it, then I'll lower it down, because I don't want, you know, with it sitting up on the jack on this side, you can't really tell the wheel height. But you know, if you look at the other side though, you can kind of see it's got a good sized gap still that I need to adjust out. And like I said, right now it makes it easier to jack it up and down, because before I could barely get that jack underneath that car. So I might just leave it the way it is until I get some wheels on it, and then we will adjust the wheel height or ride height and go from there. But like I said, I'm going to do some rear control arms that are adjustable and everything, and then we're going to do an angle kit in the front. And once I get all that done, you know, we'll be doing some more interior videos. I might do a video on the push button start for you guys that are interested in hooking up one of those. But like, comment, subscribe, everything else, give me your info. Like I said, I want to hear what you guys got to say. So I'll talk to you guys later. All right, bye.